You started again. You told yourself this time would be different. You had the plan, the motivation, even the playlist ready, and for a few days, maybe even a week, you actually did it. And then, quietly, without warning, you stopped. And now you're sitting here, wondering what's wrong with you. Nothing is wrong with you, but something is going on. And once you understand it, it will change everything. Meet someone who looks exactly like you. They wake up one Monday feeling fired up. They make a list. They open the app they downloaded 3 months ago. They go to bed that night feeling proud. Finally, this is the version of me I've been waiting for. Tuesday, they do it again. Wednesday, something comes up. They're tired, they skip, they tell themselves they'll double up tomorrow. Thursday never really comes. Sound familiar? Here's what nobody tells you about consistency. It was never really about discipline. It was about something much deeper. And the people who figured it out aren't stronger than you. They just stumbled onto a truth that most people never find. Your brain has one job above everything else: not to make you successful, not to keep you consistent. Its job is to protect your energy. Every time you try to build a new habit, your brain runs a quiet calculation. It asks, is the reward worth the effort right now? And here's the cruel part. Your brain is terrible at caring about the future. It lives in the present. So the gym you want to go to next month means nothing to it. The person you want to become in 6 months feels completely imaginary. But the couch, the familiar scroll, that feels real. That feels like now. So your brain picks now, every single time. And then you call yourself lazy. But you were never lazy. You were just human. Most people don't quit because the habit is too hard. They quit because the gap between effort and reward is too wide. You're working hard, but you don't feel different yet. You don't see results yet, and your brain starts whispering, maybe this isn't worth it. Maybe you're just not the kind of person who does this. That one quiet, convincing thought is what actually breaks consistency. Not laziness, not weakness. A story your brain invented to protect you from disappointment. Pause for a second. Think about the last thing you quit. Was it really too hard? Or did it just stop feeling worth it? Here's the twist nobody sees coming. The people you admire for being consistent, they started exactly where you are. They just learned one thing you haven't been taught yet. They stopped relying on motivation. Because motivation is a feeling, and feelings disappear when you're tired, stressed, or overwhelmed. You cannot build a life on something that unreliable. What they built instead was something quieter, smaller, almost boring. They made the action so small that skipping felt stranger than doing it. 1 page, 2 minutes, one set. Not because that's enough to change your life immediately, but because it kept telling their brain, I am the kind of person who does this. Identity first, results second. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your identity. And identity is just a story you repeat until you believe it. So let's talk about you specifically. You've been measuring consistency by perfection. Miss one day and the whole thing feels ruined. But that's not how consistency works. That's how fear works. Real consistency isn't a perfect streak. It's the ability to come back, fast, without a spiral, without punishing yourself, without waiting for another Monday. The people who seem consistent miss days too. They just don't let one missed day mean something catastrophic. They come back quietly, without fanfare, without starting over. That's the whole secret. That's it. Here's what I want you to sit with before this ends. You don't have a consistency problem. You have a self-belief problem wrapped inside a perfectionism problem. You keep starting over because some part of you believes you need to earn your way back, that slipping up means beginning again from zero. But you don't have to earn it. You just have to show up, imperfectly, repeatedly, without waiting until you feel ready. Because the person you're trying to become isn't waiting for perfection. They're just waiting for you to keep going. You've stopped before, and you started again. That's not failure. That's exactly what consistency looks like on the inside. Invisible to everyone, but quietly powerful. So don't start over, just continue. Even if it's small, even if it's messy, even if nobody sees it, especially then.